Hey everybody, I just wanted to pop in and share with you a craft that I made to share with my friend Cassie. I'll link her info down below. But we were doing a very belated Bridgerton theme swap, and I just wanted to go ahead and show you what I made. I'll be uploading this video after Cassie gets her package. I already dry fitted into this box. I actually don't know what size this box is. It just says mailing box, but it's a priority mailbox. And I talked to her about some washi tape that my mom gave me, that she gave me 2 sets of, and that I decorated just so that I just didn't give her some plain old washi tape without there being some form of decoration. I made this box. It's not very detailed, but what I put inside is this flower die, this bag of leaves. These are die cut leaves, and I went ahead and I put actually in a vinyl bag. What else did I put in here? The flower die that I gave her, I also made a flower for her. I made a couple of flowers. I also made these paper tassels. They're all with the same silver, but they're different beads on top as well. Like, they're different paper and different bead combinations. Let me see if... that shows. I also made frames for her, and you'll see that the frames show up later in my... very sparkly. The frames show up later in my own. So I made a bunch of frames, and I made them in the silver and this gold, so that way she'd have some variety. Oh, there's one more tassel. And I made her a bunch of these smaller flowers. Some of them have like pearl centers, some of them don't. But yeah, I just went ahead and made that for her, because honestly what happened was that I made this box, and then I was wondering, oh, well, I don't know. Sorry about that. I don't know what to actually fill it up with. You would think that I would make a box for something I already had ready to fill up with. I did not think that far ahead. All I thought was, I need to craft. So that's that. Next thing is this little bee paper stamp box that I made, and essentially what's in here is my bead dangle. Let me see. And I used like a strip of paper and kind of made it into a triangle in order to hold it. And I used 2 different types of ribbon for the little bow, because I kept like thinking, I don't know what to put on this that isn't going to seem excessive for this. And I went for a mix of glass, plastic, yeah, glass and plastic. There's this package. This package is this book. The frame is cut out of metallic sheen or like layered foam. It's only one layer, but this is what it looks like. And as the knob for the drawer, I used a bead and a brad, like a pearl studded brad, and then I decorated the inside of the drawer. So what's in this drawer? The first thing is going to be my mem decks. But most importantly, my info is in like a letter that is inside of this envelope. And I worked with a Ranger, like the Ranger brand drops, like liquid, almost like puffy paint, to make the flowering that's on the Bridgerton house. I made 2 shakers. I made very shiny. This perfume shaker in silver and then another one in gold. I also did like a ribbon sample of 2 different ribbons that I thought would look neat. I did the same thing with 2 washi samples. This one I think is Hobby Lobby and this one I think is Daiso. And I did very little change to the Michaels sequin mix that already existed. I added some more things like these very pastel and pearlescent sequins, as well as some smaller ones that are in light blue, and I put them in this Daiso bag. That's everything that's in here. And if you want to look at the drawer, I added the original side so that way it wouldn't like shove too far in, and I covered the brad part with like a piece of paper. That's that. I've also added this fan that I found at Dollar Tree. It's a little gimmicky. I thought it was cute. I'm trying to get this paper off. Okay. Then I grabbed There's a bunch of confetti that I put in this box, stuck to this box. So I grabbed an Amazon box and I rewrapped it to store some of the more delicate things that I didn't want getting immediately pressed on, and just to protect it a little bit more. I'm gonna show you what's inside, because I went beyond what I was supposed to make. And oh no, it fell off. It's a good thing I'm doing this. You saucy wench. Okay. I made an embellishment book. I hope she doesn't kill me for the amount of confetti that I put in here, because I'll be sad. Okay. Sorry for the amount of crinkling sounds, but this is my embellishment book that I made for her. This bow does not unwrap. It's a Velcro. And I made this out of paper pieces that I just had extra lying around. And so let me move this to better show you. So the first page, or the first opening of it, is this envelope, this cellophane envelope that you can pull out, and it essentially has pockets where I've placed some stained glass frame stickers, some die cuts from the paper pad collection that I used. That is from Michael's. It's a romantic set, as well as a Blue Meadow set, and some PET tape that has a bunch of flowers on it. I like this collection a lot, and I thought it was perfect for this. These are some wax seals that I wanted to share with her. That was one of the requirements, wax seals. And then I went a little crazy. I made bows. I made these, they essentially like dangle. Oh no, I knocked it off. They essentially dangle, and you might be asking, why did I make this? The answer is, I needed to craft, and it just happened. So yeah, these are paper clips, decorative paper clips that I wanted to share with her. I used the same paper pads, and I used a lot of beads that were part of that collection. And then I made some rosettes. I did this one that says too many books, so little time. And I put some tape on the paper so that way it'd be easy, or easier, to remove. And then B for Bridgerton. But yeah, I also made, the last thing I made was my pocket letter my pocket letter, I put some ribbon and some seam binding to decorate it, and I'll try to zoom in. I put a couple of quotes. I put this quote by Eloise Bridgerton: "Why must our only options be to squawk and settle, or to never leave the nest? What if I want to fly?" The Daphne quote: "That's just because something is not perfect does not make it any less worthy of love." And I put another one here of Penelope, but it printed really light, so it looks very faded. And I also printed some fabric tags in transparent sticker paper, as well as the Lady Whistledown silhouette. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So that's my collection of Bridgerton themed items that I will be sending my friend Cassie. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I spent quite a while making this and loving the process. If you are curious as to what I'm going to be making next, please subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!